Hello everyone. Hello everyone, and welcome back to another parts of Persona 4 Arena Ultimax. So I'm trying Streamlabs instead of OBS because I just kind of felt like it. I'm not sure if it'll be any better or any worse, but it's worth a try, so anyways, let's see. Do Yukari's first and then Akiko's afterwards. With Teddy as a guide, we climb the hill leading to the tower. I see what appear to be front gates of the school, and there's a sign on a wall reading Yasugami High School. The building ahead of us looks like an ordinary school at first glance, but when I look up there, there's a number of things wrong with it.
Ah! Is this really Sensei's school? It looks even weirder than it did before!
Yikes, this is really bad. I haven't seen anything like this since 3 years ago.
Even from up close, it's strikingly similar to Tartarus. A nest of death where shadows roam free, and a tower of darkness built to summon death itself. But that's not all. Strange markings line the ground and walls, all the way from the gates to the school building itself. Posters have been put up on the walls, and even in the windows, oddly matching the earrings of this building.
There's a bunch of posters up. It kind of reminds me of a school festival. The Sister Complex Kingpin of Steel?
That's Sensei! Sensei is so strong, kind, and a reliable leader! And over here's Chie-chan. She trains a ton every day, and she eats a ton too.
Teddy points out different posters one after another, and happily tells me about his friends. Seeing him like this, I got a sense of how much he values his friendship with these people. They must be really a great bunch of people.
Huh? There's a poster of Mitsuru-senpai too? The imperious queen of executions.
What's wrong, Yuka-chan? What about Mid-chan?
Oh, it's nothing. I just remembered something that happened during our school trip.
Oh, an execution, huh? Well, I know what that's like.
Huh? Have you done that to someone before?
Nah, it was done to me. And I see Hammer to repay me for my innocent curiosity. Just remembering it gives me the chilly willies.
Oh, I can imagine that. Talking to you reminds me of someone I know. There's an idiot in our group, too.
Oh, lucky me! I found Yucatan!
Junpei?
I'm surprised to see the next face. Wait a sec. I have to consider what happened with a copy of Mitsuru-senpai from earlier. He's wearing a baseball uniform for some reason. Could this be another fake? I put some distance between us and knock an arrow.
Hold it right there! I told Junpei to wait for me at the station. What are you doing here?
Hey, wait a second! That's no way to greet your old friend! You're supposed to get emotional! Oh, wait. You another monster, Yukari?
A monster? Me? Wait, so are you the real Junpei?
Ugh, he reeks of sweat. Seriously, can't you have some consideration for the people who have to smell you? He's real.
Huh?
Whoa, aren't you the guy who was on TV earlier? Why are you with Yucatan?
Why? Because I'm Yuka-chan's knight in fuzzy armor, obviously. In other words, we share a pledge of eternal love.
Eternal love?
Yuka-chan, do you know this weirdo with a beardo? Whoever he is, I don't think he's a fake.
Yeah, I know him. You seem energetic as always, Junpei.
Oh, is that what's going on here? Wait, don't be ridiculous. I'm obviously the real me.
I can kind of tell too. That baseless confidence in himself. Yeah, it's probably the real Junpei.
Well, I'm glad you're safe. And sorry, I told you to wait at the station. But then I heard that Mitsuru-senpai and the others are in danger.
Nah, it's cool. I was kind of wandering around too. But wait, they've been captured? Seriously?
Yeah, about that.
I'm a little relieved to be able to meet up with a familiar face. We trade some nostalgic banter while we share what we've learned about what's happening in Inaba. I had my doubts when I heard of how Junpei miraculously ended up on Inaba, even before the rest of us, but I guess that's just like him. He barely has a grasp of the situation, and he keeps going on about how some cute girl he met at Junes is... Ugh, I don't want to hear about that stuff. At least I learned that the persona users of this town are acting on their own during these unusual phenomenon.
What? Junpei, you ran into Rise-chan and Yuki-chan? Were they all right?
Yep, totally fine. Man, school chicks these days are really tough. By the way, who are you anyway? Aren't you that, what was it, General Teddy?
How dare you! It's outrageous that you treat me the same as that faker! I'm the one, the only, the adorable Teddy!
You know, in all honesty, that was a pretty good joke. Well, yeah. I don't intend to push too many questions on the poor guy, but Teddy's existence is something of a mystery. What I do know is that he's an Inaba persona user, and he's not an enemy.
The General Teddy from the broadcast appears to be a copy of Teddy here. Teddy's a persona user from this town, and he's looking for his friends.
Huh? You can use a persona? I figured you were nothing but a walking costume.
Grr! How rude! I'm not just an empty suit. I have a persona, and I have something inside, too!
Okay. I hope everything's picking up good. I don't know, because everything looks different on this layout. Oh well.
Look!
Inside? Teddy suddenly undoes his zipper. Huh? That's removable?
Hello, everyone!
I love that.
Whoa, a white guy.
Huh? What? Junpei? Excuse me? What's going on here? The sudden appearance of this young kid inside the suit is startling. Actually, even before that...
There really is something inside.
I worked hard to grow this body because I wanted to score with a girl. Nice to meet you, Junpei.
Oh, your Japanese is a little off, though. You make a costume, not grow it. Do you understand? Make, not grow.
Stop talking like an idiot, Junpei. But wow, I figured you were empty too.
I'm sorry. Did I surprise you, Yuka-chan?
Ugh, this is starting to break my brain. I'm sorry to ask you this once you took it off, but can you just keep your costume on for now?
Aw, but I just came out. Ooh, but this must mean that you like my bear skin better. Ta-da! Look, look! It's original flavor Teddy again! So don't hold back! Ladies and other ladies, start your snugglins!
Oh, come on, guys, enough playing around. Let's go. We have to hurry and find the others.
Huh? Oh, right.
Go, go, go!
Fascinating. Just when we're about to go inside, Teddy suddenly stops and stands up straight. Could his keen nose really work when he's wearing that costume? Oh, wait. If anything, that costume is his real nose, isn't it?
Huh? I'm already picking up on someone. The rest are shadows.
Yeah, I'm not even going to question his sneezing anymore either. Is this someone he meant was related to Mitsuru-senpai or Akihiko-senpai and the others? Teddy runs off, still sneezing. We take a side path to make a detour around the school building and see a gymnasium up ahead. The entrance door is covered by a poster of a boy labeled the Beefcake Emperor, That name. It's Kanji Tatsumi, isn't it?
Oh, this is Kanji. He loves manly battles and is really good at grabbing people and stabbing things.
This poster's giving me bad vibes. I don't want to charge in without a plan and run into this guy. Let's look for another way in, maybe.
Don't be stupid. Someone's here, right? Come on, we're going in.
I make Junpei open the door despite his protesting. The central area inside the gym is open through the stairs, are stacked high up all around, reaching almost to the ceiling. A blonde, well-built young man is standing in the open space, clearly waiting for us. There's no mistaking him. This is Kanji Tatsumi, whose face is on the poster we just saw.
Finally, you showed up! Hello, boys! I've been waiting forever and ever for you. Especially you, Slugger.
Just to be clear, you don't know this guy, right?
No! He's got no business calling me out like a designated hitter. Hey, Teddy! That's your friend, right? Why don't you sniff him and see if he's one of those fakes?
I don't have to! That's definitely a fake! If Kanji really liked you, he'd be stuttering and baking you treats instead of talking like that!
Oh, I've got a treat for you. It's in my fists. I can't wait to show it to you. Bring on the ring!
Kanji-kun hollers loudly, and four pillars descend surrounding us. Well, I knew this was coming. This is obviously a fake. In order to find that someone Teddy was talking about, we'll have to fight our way past this.
All right, you guys go in there and fight him. I'll cheer you on from over here.
Don't be a wuss. You're fighting too. Let's deal with this quickly.
You're not going to beat me down that easily. Here we go, dammit!
Okay. Well, let's see. We'll do Hikari. Only because, it's kind of her, like, little scene here, so it makes sense.
Finally!
I saw that! Do it!
Such a short range. My god.
How about this? I'm no pushover. Come on! Do it!
God, that always hurts. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do, huh?
That was a nice win.
What a joke.
So, just to be clear, I didn't even want to go in here, all right? So this is all on you guys.
As Junpei stumbles through whatever he's trying to say, the fake Kanji-kun crumbles and loses his shape. The sparkles of light that it spits out float up through the high ceiling and disappear from view.
Huh? I'm sensing that's someone through there! Junpei, hurry and open this!
Junpei points out to a door on the other side of the room, and Junpei quickly rushes over to it. Huh. Junpei and Teddy might actually make a good team.
Yeah, I'm on it.
When Junpei throws open the door, a wall of thick red fog pours out, clouding my vision. I hear Junpei coughing from within the fog, but I can't see him. Teddy and I stick to the wall until the fog dissipates somewhat, and then we take a peek inside the door.
Huh? This is Escapade.
A white spotlight shines across the dark open space. The edge of the light illuminates a raised stage. It looks exactly like the dance floor of the club near Gekugan High. Could this really be Escapade?
Fuka!
I can't help but call out in shock. A large cross is raised in the center of the stage, and Fuka is hanging from it, just like on the broadcast.
Seriously? Whoa!
Fuchan! I'll save you! I'm a-coming!
Teddy runs across with a surprising turn of speed for somebody with such stubby legs. We all work together to get Fuka down from the cross, but even though she doesn't appear to be physically injured, she hasn't regained consciousness yet. Still, she's breathing normally and her pulse is steady. Oh, thank goodness. It seems she's not in any danger of dying.
Fuchan, are you okay? Wake up! I'd better give you the breath of life!
Feather dropkick!
Ah! Yuka-chan, I was just joking!
This isn't the time for jokes! Fuka, can you hear me? We've come to rescue you!
Ah, are you coming too?
Yukari-chan and Junpei-kun, did you rescue me?
Sorry we're late, but you're gonna be okay now.
Hey, Fuka. It's been a while, huh? And now that we're here, there's nothing to worry about.
Grr! Who would do such a thing to Fuchan? I'll never forgive them!
Thank you too, Teddy. But have you seen Mitsuru-senpai? And
She's really exhausted. You shouldn't try to move for a while. It doesn't look like the others are around here.
we have to rescue them. I couldn't do anything.
According to Fuka, they were captured immediately after they were attacked. Even with Fuka's search ability, she wasn't able to sense anything until right before it happened.
All right, well, let's let Fuka rest here while we go on. We just have to rescue Akihiko-san and Mitsuru-senpai, right?
We can't leave Fuka alone here. What if another fake shows up like before?
Oh, right.
If we leave her here alone and another fake person shows up, her life would be in danger for sure. Still, we can't make her walk around with us when she's so exhausted.
Alrighty, I'm volunteering to stay behind.
You will?
Leave it to me. I can use a persona, and I'm the best at escorting ladies.
Well, if you're that confident, maybe we should leave this to him. I'm counting on you, Sir Teddy. Be her knight.
Junpei pats Teddy on the back. Teddy smiles proudly and gives us a thumbs up. These two are starting to act like they've been partners for years.
Teddy, are Yukun and the others here too?
Huh. From what Junpei told us, Risei-chan and Yuki-chan left Juness to look for Kanji and Nao-chan. But if they notice what's happened to the school, I'm sure they'll end up here.
I see. If Risei-chan's with them, then there's no need to worry. Yukari-chan, Junpei-kun, please go on ahead and save the others. I'll remain here with Teddy. I'll contact you all with my persona once I've recovered a little. Please, just give me a little time.
I raise an eyebrow, but Fuka smiles and tells us that she'll be okay. I read that Teddy fought through the entire case in Inaba too, so I guess they'll be alright. We'll leave Fuka in Teddy's care and leave the gem, finally making our way to the school building. Oh, we leave, not will leave. Doesn't make a lot of sense. We enter through the main gates and end up in the hallway. The building's interior is shrouded in fog as well. As expected, the visibility inside it isn't that good either. We decide that maybe we should head up and find some nearby stairs to go up. But after climbing for a couple of stories, the stairs come to an abrupt end, and we have to find another flight of stairs. A countless number of similar-looking classrooms and hallways appear on this floor, and we can't find a way up at all. The endless hallway is dark, and I hate to say it, but this reminds me of a haunted mansion.
Hey, Junpei! Stop going so far ahead! It's bad enough that I can't really see that far.
Seriously, this hallway goes on forever. You think it's time for a nostalgic replay of Junpei's Believe It or Don't?
What? Hey!
There are many strange things in this world. Imagine, if you will, a boys' baseball team, led by the handsome coach Junpei. What you'll hear next is a true story, a tale of mystery and fear.
Better punch! Knock it off, you know I hate that ghost story stuff. And when did you start coaching kids?
Ow, will you stop hitting me? Didn't I tell you I coach a kids team, and I'm surprisingly good at it?
Is that why you reek of sweat? Do you ever wash that shirt?
What kind of slob do you take me for? And you're one to talk. You're wearing some pretty funky clothes yourself.
I have a reason for this, jeez. I knew I should have changed.
We continue talking back and forth about this for a while, as we proceed trying to distract ourselves from the creepy atmosphere. Eventually, the hallway ends with a heavy-looking metal door. Above the door is a sign reading announcement room.
Dead end, huh? Well, I guess we better go on in through here.
The room behind the door is filled with tons of monitors and sound equipment. This professional-grade equipment isn't what you'd expect to find in an ordinary school's announcement room. This looks more like a studio in a real TV station.
This is creepy. But maybe this is where General Teddy is making his broadcasts from.
The monitors suddenly flash to life and illuminate the room. What's going on? The screen in front of us is showing a location that we both recognize.
The Moonlight Bridge.
The gigantic suspension bridge connecting Iwatodai to the main man-made port island. The camera zooms in on the bridge's main tower. Another cross identical to the one Fuka had been bound to is on the screen. A figure in white is held to it, with her head drooping down.
Yucatan, is that...
I guess we have to save her!
But how? Are we gonna head all the way back to Iwatodai?
There's no reason to worry about things like that. After all, this place is your final destination.
That's like a lot of scary movies. I'm not a fan of those. Nope. I can deal with like horror movies involving killers and stuff, or just like scary ghosts. But Final Destination it's too real. Don't like it. While our eyes are glued to Igus on the monitor, a familiar voice suddenly speaks out from behind us. We turn to see a person standing there with a red cape. Akihiko-senpai? No, that can't be right. Even I've started to catch on to this. He shakes his fist as if to taunt us and wears an irritating smirk on his face. This is most likely another fake.
Doesn't it bring back memories? You fought those artificial persona users on that bridge. It was a conflict of burning passion. There was one simple rule. Power decides all. Now, try and fulfill my innermost desire. Bring on the ring!
As he shouts out, the red pillars appear again. We're up against a fake version of Akihiko-senpai this time? Huh. Well, this is gonna be awkward.
Hey, Yucatan. I know this is a fake Akihiko-san, but isn't that the kind of thing he's normally ranting about?
Maybe. But this isn't the time to talk about stuff like that. We can't lose no matter who we're up against.
Oh, are you on fire, Yucatan? All right, I'm getting pumped too. Let's go for a grand slam!
Alright, let's switch to Junpei. Because I want to get a little bit better with him. I'm not really acquainted with his moveset very well.
Final.
I'm here to you, so don't
Time to run! Time to run!
permit
Time to run!
We're
Time to run! Time to run!
Alright, let's shut them right down.
More to come! Oh!
Keep up the pace.
Here goes!
Come on.
You did that perfectly! Incredible!
Oh, it doesn't even show the perfect. No, that's so disappointing.
Whew. That was a really good copy of Akihiko-san, huh? What a fight!
Junpei looks relieved as he watches the fake Akihiko-senpai melt. But something's bothering me. Why did the fake mention that we fought people using artificial personas on the bridge? Is it just a coincidence? Crap. This isn't the time to be thinking about things like this. We have to save Igus.
Wait a second. Hey, Junpei, is that really the Moonlight Bridge in Iwatodai?
It's not like there's any other Moonlight Bridge, is there?
But remember how we found Club Escapade in this school earlier? That might mean...
I look across the now empty announcement room and spot a white door behind the equipment. I look from it to the mirror, and it seems that the door there resembles the one at the bottom of the tower near Igus's cross.
Junpei, open that door!
Huh? This? Gotcha.
Bingo. It's just as I thought. Somehow this school is connected to the Moonlight Bridge. The wind is blowing normally, and I see lights of the city in the distance, making it seem like we're really outside. But considering how absurd the entire situation with this Tartarus wannabe is, this is probably another crazy place created by the enemy. That aside, we're supposed to be in Inaba, but we keep running into places that have connections to ourselves. Even if they're all artificial constructions, there must be some reason why such a complicated trick is being pulled on us.
I'll save you, Igus. Yuka-tan, do me a favor and catch her.
Got it! Persona!
Junpei uses his persona to destroy the cross at the top of the bridge's main tower. I summon my own persona and catch Igus as she falls, and place her gently on the ground. It was a bit rough, but I think it went well.
Igus, are you okay?
Junpei-san and Yukari-san, where am I?
Because Igus has regained consciousness, we listen to her account of what happened. Then we tell her our side of the story and what we've been through. Igus doesn't seem worn out as Fuka, but she's definitely exhausted too. Her expression is dark, as if she speaks with us most likely because she feels guilty over being caught. Just like Fuka though, it seems that she has no memories of what happened after the car fell from the road.
I'm sorry. If I'd been better prepared, I would have been able to keep everyone safe.
Come on, it's okay. We still need to hurry and rescue everyone else, though.
Considering the situation, it would appear we were used as bait to lure you all here. I immediately lost consciousness after falling off the cliff. But I do remember something.
What's that?
I sensed that someone was close by. That must have been the person who's behind this entire case.
The culprit? Igus, did you see what he looked like?
No, Yukari-san. But I did sense something odd about that person. I'm sure that it was a resonance of a plume of dusk. Huh?
What? What's a plume of dusk thing again?
Simply put, a plume of dusk is what can grant a heart to machines such as myself.
Does that mean the culprit has a plume of dusk with him?
Oh, right. Machines don't work in the dark hour, so you have to stick these plumes of dusk into them, right?
Then is the perpetrator using a motorcycle or something like Mitsuru-senpai's?
No, that was not the reaction of a plume of dusk being loaded into an electronic device. It was obviously the wavelength of a heart like mine.
So, what does that mean? Is the kidnapper a robot like you, I guess?
That is what I cannot figure out. The reading itself was definitely that of a human, after all.
I'm starting to get confused. What's going on here?
I don't get it. A plume of dusk? What's the culprit's objective here? Who is he anyway? We've come this far with our drive to rescue our companions. But it could be that we haven't really made progress at all. I feel anxiety creeping into my mind. According to the material from Gekuno-san, there's a high possibility that someone related to ergo research is involved here. It's got to the point where it was hypothesized that Shuji Akutsuki himself might be the culprit. And we did see someone resembling him. If we don't keep our spirits high, we'll never find the answers we're looking for. I slapped myself across the face in order to keep myself focused.
Thinking about it now won't do us any good. Let's make sure everyone's rescued before we discuss it anymore. Don't worry, there's no way we can lose against most enemies as long as we stick together.
Yukari-san, thank you. You're absolutely correct.
All right, let's go then. But, which way?
As usual, Junpei mumbles like an idiot and we sigh. Just after that, a familiar sensation runs through us and Fuka's voice echoes through our minds. This feeling, it's how Fuka communicates with her using her persona.
You hear me? Yukari-chan, Junpei-kun, can you hear me?
Fuka, are you okay now?
Yukari-chan, thank goodness. Teddy is helping me to strengthen my search ability. I had a vague idea of where you're all located, but I didn't have the strength to communicate with you on my own.
When Teddy sneezes, it cuts through my head like a knife. Hey, aren't there any volume controls? My inner ears are ringing.
Fu-chan, my nose is at its limit.
Huh? Oh, I'm sorry. I'm gonna keep this short. I sense Labrys near you, Yukari-chan. I think Yukun and his friends are with her too. But I sense something large there too. It's possible that they're in combat. My sister is here? Where is she? Directly ahead of where you are. You should be able to reach them in no time.
Directly ahead. I look to the other end of the Moonlight Bridge and see another door there. That might lead us back into the school building.
We'll head there immediately as well. Please be...
The communication cuts off. Our heads are still ringing from Teddy's nasal explosiveness, but now's not the time to be bothered by such things.
There's a door on the other side. That must be it.
Okay, let's go. Will you be all right, Aegis?
My systems are not all at standard parameters, but they are steadily recovering.
We nod at one another and begin running across the Moonlight Bridge. Because the handrails and bridge gliders are twisted oddly, the roadway is wavy as well, making it hard to progress on. The fog is thinner out here than inside the building in green light, and the green light of the moon casts our shadow on the ground.
This kind of brings back a lot of memories, doesn't it? Kind of like reliving a page from our youth, isn't it?
Don't be ridiculous. There's no way it would all fit on a single page.
I agree. This place is deeply important to me. It's also where everything started. I cannot let my feelings from that time go to waste. That is why we cannot yield, no matter what.
What we want to protect and being unable to yield. Memories of similar feelings come flooding back to me. We all made choices back then and took control over the time we have now. For the sake of that, we can't allow ourselves to lose here. Alright, time for a battle. Let's see. Who do I want to play? I guess I'm just gonna do random and then close my eyes to see.
Welcome to the Velvet Room.
Or not see who I get.
This place exists between dream and reality, mind and matter.
Picture in your head.
Hey,
your
that's a
own
good poll.
appearance as well as your
Nice.
alter ego. If you could choose someone to encourage you on, who would it be?
force my way through.
Very well.
Can you all feel the drama?
What? Oh, just die!
You better not disappoint me.
Round one. Fight!
That's nice. See you.
You're both even matched.
That's enough. Let loose, Caesar. Stay away.
I'll squish you. You're finished. That wasn't nice.
See you.
Shadow Ravelin.
Just win the next round.
Win.
This is a very interesting track to fight to. Get chomped.
That's enough.
Shadow Ravelin.
That was freaky. I'm not gonna lie. But it was really cool too.
A huge victory. Player one is the winner.
I'm gonna see if I can do something next episode.
You didn't put out much of a fight, tough guy. Aren't you gonna eliminate me? Come on, try it.
I'm not sure how good it will be, but I'm sure I can manage something.
Welcome to the Velvet Room.
I
This place
definitely think it'll be
exists
better
between
though
dream
if
and reality.
I
Mind
try
and
what I want to
magic.
try.
Why don't you introduce yourself?
Anyways, back to the story. Akiko-san time. Now that I've recovered from whatever that cross was doing to me, I have something left. I have enough strength to walk on my own. Still, it seems that whatever wounds I suffered are far greater than I thought. After we leave the music room, we climb up a flight of stairs and step into a covered passage. I don't know what the signs in this place mean, or even if they had any meaning anymore now that the city has become distorted, but it would seem that something called the classroom building is up ahead. We proceed down a long hallway that appears to go on endlessly. I can't tell whether the haze I see is because of the strange fog, or my own fuzzy consciousness.
I'll be sure to return the favor with my fists.
While I'd been on the cross, I'd been thinking the entire time. Well, we were at the core of the Shadow Operatives, but we'd all fallen into the enemy hands so easily, without any hope of escape. My own powerlessness frustrates me. But even then, I kept calm. We still have comrades, Ken, Koromaru, and now our new member, Labris. They've grown so much, and we were able to save me even after I made such a colossal blunder. Is that gunfire I hear? The sound rings out continuously, as if a battle is taking place nearby. We run into the direction that sounds like the sounds are coming from.
What is this place? It doesn't feel like anywhere else. Sonata-san, this...
Talk about having bad taste. Whoever's doing this really wants this to be the entrance to hell.
This is the entrance hall of that tower, Tartarus. 3 years ago, we would gather here day after day to challenge the seemingly infinite labyrinth. We lost and gained so much there. A number of emotions flickered through my mind.
Mitsuru-san!
Labris's voice echoes across the hall. I turn to look and see Mitsuru up on a cross in the corner of the room. Her head hangs low and she seems to be unconscious. That cross must be draining her power, just like what happened to me.
Mitsuru-san, we'll get you down at once!
Look out!
When we try to rush her side, a barrage of bullets rakes across the floor, striking sparks in front of us. When this torrent of gunfire finally dies away, the air is filled with white smoke, quite unlike the red fog that drifts around the area.
Confirming the presence of additional targets for elimination. Seriously, you keep coming one after another.
Igus.
Oh, there should be no problem. You can stay here and watch while I deal with them. It should take no time at all.
Additional targets for elimination. Who? There are other people who had apparently been fighting Igus, rather, this fake Igus, when we showed up.
Ryukun!
Akihiko-san! Labris!
Master?
Labris is here too?
I immediately understand the situation. The rules of the fights here state that battles must be one-on-one, and I see those red pillars surrounding you and his friends, and the fake Igus. Most likely you had been fighting Igus while protecting Yosuke and Chie, who were already exhausted. The battle itself is one-on-one, but there's no rule saying that you can't attack your opponent's companions if they happen to be in the ring at the same time. And it looks like it's fair game to attack us as well. Seriously, these rules that are convenient only for the enemy are getting on my nerves. This situation's tough. This situation though. The persona users of Inaba, their skills and abilities are far beyond the ordinary. To think that they would be cornered this badly.
What's going on? You did this, didn't you?
As Labris lashes out in confusion and anger, the shadow taking Igus's form answers with a toasted smile.
Of course I did, sister. I am a weapon. It is my mission to follow orders and eliminate all targets. Now, sister, why are you getting in my way?
Get in your way?
As you may have guessed, I am a duplicate of Igus. But I am such an exact copy of her specifications that I may as well be the real thing. I will carry out my master's orders. I cannot comprehend why you, a fellow machine, are trying to prevent me from carrying out my task. You're a tool, just as I am, sister. Unfortunately, you were stolen in the previous battle. And now, we must be enemies. The Shadow Operatives control you, while I take my orders from my master. Isn't that the only real difference between us?
That ain't true. I'm doing this of my own free will.
Free will? Is that what you base your argument on? Our memories are nothing but data, ones and zeros in our minds. How can you prove that what you know is true? That your mind wasn't written over?
A straightforward claim with the cold logic of a machine. This isn't good. Igus is probably the closest person to Labris, and like this fake said, If we really wanted to use Labras as a weapon, we could probably manipulate her memories to some extent. On top of that, there's no way to prove that Labras would... to prove to Labras that we've never done something like that to her. Damn, what a move. Labras' faith in us must be...
Hey, Labra...
Sonata-san, let's leave this to her. I'm sure she'll be fine.
Ken has his eyes fixed on Labras, even as she calls out to me. I see. These guys have just met, but they've already formed a bond through whatever battles they faced so far. They believe in one another.
Sorry about that. You're right. I should trust in her.
Sister, friendship and trust means nothing to the likes of us. Yet you still attempt to fight me.
You're wrong. I'm an anti-shadow weapon, too. I can understand what you're saying, but there's something I'm even more sure of. Aigis told me that going through the joy and pain of different things made her into who she is now. I remember that. And now I remember that the reason why I can stand here and fight you is thanks to all our sisters who died to make me who I am. Those are painful memories. But if I forgot them, I wouldn't exist. That's what I'll fight for. This pain ain't made up. These memories are my own that I formed with everybody else. They aren't fake. They're my heart.
Labras.
Labras.
Understood. Master, I have a request to make.
The fake Aigis calls out into the thin air. This creature, a lump of shadow, has a master? Who in the world could she be calling out to?
Testing, testing. What's this? A dumb old machine calling me up? What nerve? I'm a busy bear.
Forgive me, but I have a favor I must ask of you. Please lift the barriers on this battlefield and allow these people to come inside.
Huh? You want to let us in?
I want to fight them. I wish to crush all their bonds before my sister's very eyes.
What?
Oh, for Pete's... When you make a copy of a real person, the copy gets all the quirks of their personality, too. Well, rather than getting persona fragments from those dried-up old husks, you might get fresher ones from those guys.
Persona fragments?
Oh, did I say too much? Anyway, let's have a ring change!
As the voice of the vulgar fake Teddy calls... Teddy calls out new red pillars descend and the old pillars shatter in response. The new pillars drive into the four corners of the room, making this entire place into a fighting arena.
Are you alright?
Yosuke-kun! Chie!
We rush over to Yu and his friends and check on them. Good. None of them seem to be badly hurt. After confirming they're safe, we turn to face the fake Aigis again.
Thank you for inviting us in before your battle concluded. But we're not gonna show you any mercy.
There is no need to thank me. I am about to eliminate all of you right now, after all.
Time for me to make a comeback as well. This is a grudge match now.
You guys seem a little different from what I was expecting you to be. But I won't be fooled. I'll protect everyone with all my strength.
Perfect. Okay, I could choose Labras, and normally that would be my decision I would make. But I'm picking Akiko, and I'm not explaining why. I'm just doing it. I had a most magnificent idea.
Final. Fight!
You're up.
Uppercut!
that.
He's very fast. The fake Aegis falls to its knees, and its body turns black as it becomes a shapeless mass. I see a hint of pain in Labrys's eyes as she watches.
Looks like we won.
You don't need to look at me like that. Either way, we only have a limited lifespan.
What do you mean?
We were created for the sole purpose of fighting you. Once that duty has been carried out, all we have left to do is expire.
Fighting is your duty.
I will not bid you good luck. I wish for my master to emerge victorious, if possible.
With that, the fake Aegis loses all cohesion, falling into a dark puddle on the floor. Eventually, that begins to flow upward like a film of syrup being poured in reverse until it completely disappears. We watch this process to the very end while we think about our troubles. Koromaru, who had been sitting at our feet, runs off. That's right. This isn't the time to be sentimental. We have to rescue Mitsuru. Ken and Labrys run across Mitsuru run to the cross Mitsuru is hanging from. I go with Koromaru to speak to Yu's group.
Master!
Thank you, Akihiko-san. That was too close.
Huh? What's a dog doing here? I mean, he's adorable, but...
Sorry for causing you such trouble. It seemed like you were facing quite a difficult fight.
Ooh, I'm ashamed to call myself your student.
No, I should be thanking you. I'm sorry if you were all worried.
I decide to exchange information with Yu's group about the circumstances leading up until now, and the situation in Inaba. They're surprised to learn that Ken and Koromaru are not the only Persona users, but shadow operatives. Our conversation turns to the reason why Yu and his friends are having such a hard fight. Contrary to my suspicions, it seems the three of them made it to the room almost unscathed. Then why did the fake Aegis give them such trouble? It's true that shadows taking our appearance can summon personas, and there's no mistake that they're extremely powerful opponents. But they are so strong that they couldn't hurt these three skilled fighters that badly.
Nah, that's not it. When we got to this weird room, we found Mitsuru-san up on a cross. So Chie and I rushed over to get her down, but there was somebody there.
It wasn't the fake Aegis?
No, I don't think so. I didn't see a face, but the voice sounded like a guy.
You didn't see his face? How far away could he have been?
Well, he was kind of standing in the shadows. And the moment I saw his red eyes, my whole body froze up like I was petrified or something.
That's right. And when I went in to save them, I was attacked by a persona I've never seen before.
Red eyes. And a persona?
That doesn't make sense. Previously, the enemy said himself that he didn't have a persona. Could this mean that there's someone else helping him? Someone with a persona and powerful enough to overwhelm even you? Mitsuru was here. Perhaps she knows something. I move to where Ken and Labrys are, attempting to get Mitsuru down from the cross, but they appear to be having some trouble.
This thing's not coming apart. What gives? It was easy enough to get Akihiko-san off of his. I'm not having any luck either. Damn it, why? Mitsuru-san, please wake up!
The two desperately called Mitsuru while trying to undo the restraints binding her arms and legs. At that moment, Koromaru stares fixedly at the door and gives a low growl as if to warn us.
What's wrong, Koromaru? Is someone there?
Someone's coming this way.
Footsteps approach at a leisurely pace down the hallway. As they grow louder, the tension here in the entrance hall increases. Eventually, the footsteps stop. A shadow reaches from the doorway all the way into the center of the room. It wavers in the illumination of the fog.
Can't be. You're...
Excuse me, what the fuck?
So I wasn't seeing things.
Shuji Ikutsuki. An unforgettable betrayal and unfathomable insanity. Seeing him again, the spitting image of what I last saw him brings back what he said. The death of everything, but also the beginning. 3 years ago, we made extreme sacrifices to put an end to his plans. Does this mean he has come crawling out of hell to torment us once again? Oh my god. Okay, this is getting interesting. I like this. Revived insanity. Well, I figure because I don't want the video to drag on for too long, we'll just go ahead and do this right here.
Shuji Ikutsuki.
This room that Akiko-san called the entrance of hell. Koromaru-san remains in a cautious posture and waits to see what the person who just entered the room will do. Akihiko-san pales and Ken-kun stands frozen next to me.
Ah, Akihiko and Ken. It's been a while. Are you enjoying this?
Okay, different voice actor for sure.
You! So you were the one behind this after all.
Now don't glare at me like that. This is the perfect place for our reunion. It was quite troublesome to prepare. The one you're taking great pains to find will be the one giving you great pains. Or something like that.
Shuji Ikutsuki. Without waiting for us to respond, he continues to speak.
We're finally reunited, and I don't even rate a hello? Or do you not want to speak to someone you killed? Is that it?
Huh? Killed?
Ah, you must be the 5th generation weapon Labrys. Poor thing. Didn't they tell you? That's right. They killed me. Of course, since I'm standing right here, I guess they almost killed me would be more precise.
That's ridiculous! You're the one who lied to us and tried to kill us!
Calm down, Ken. He destroyed himself. He can't possibly still be alive. Who are you really?
Oh, how cruel. Here I am, talking right before your eyes, and you still won't believe it. Why don't we ask the 3 who just arrived what they think of this?
We hear footsteps approaching from behind, and turn around to see Yukari-san, Junpei-san, and Aigis tumble in. Just like Ken-kun and Akiko-san, they're at a loss for words. Oh my god. This is Labrys. I need to put on the accent. Just like Ken-kun, Akiko-san, and Akiko-san, they're at a loss for words when confronted with a person standing at the center of the room.
Ikutsuki! No way!
How are you?
Though the two of them are surprised, Aigis looks over at me. That's right. We can tell.
Don't be fooled, everyone. I can feel it. What's standing there is...
Indeed. That is not Ikutsuki-san. He's a fake, created by a shadow.
Just a foolish trick. That's what I thought.
Ah, well. You're a piece of junk, but you have a good nose, huh? You could have let me play around for a little while longer.
Okay, it was Ikutsuki and the guy... Minazuki in the guise of Ikutsuki. With the sudden change in mannerism and a few muttered words, the thing taking on Shuji Ikutsuki's appearance crumbles. Behind the melting figure stands another person who had not been there a moment ago. He appears to be a young man, around the same age as Yukun and his friends. What appears to be a Yasugami high uniform is tied around his waist. What could this mean? Is he another student from the school? A pair of scars crosses his face, and he smirks while toying with the two swords he carries at his waist.
Who are you?
So everybody connected to Kirijo's here, huh? The looks on your faces are hilarious. You talk the big talk, but deep down, you were totally freaking out over old Ikutsuki-chan. I couldn't see your faces in person last time, though. You remember, don't you? It was when I took control of that scrap like the puppet it is.
You were behind the abduction of Labrys then.
Yeah, it was a crazy performance, huh? That weapon took a lot of whipping. You need an introduction or something? My name's Sho Minazuki, and I'm behind all this. Welcome to my world, Kirijo lackeys.
Sho Minazuki?
Sho Minazuki. That name sounds familiar. It was in the data that Kakuno-san gave me before we descended into this town. A name from Shuji Ikutsuki's files. It seems this young man has a constant connection to the ergo research after all.
What is the meaning of this? What are you setting us all up like this for?
Huh? What are you whining about, you little shit? I was letting you have some fun. It's a little entertainment. Oh, and I guess I do have a score to settle with you. Ikutsuki was my dad, after all.
Dad? That's impossible.
You're lying. He didn't have any kids.
Doesn't matter. I'm still gonna kill you all.
The young man draws his swords, and the light glints off them. His eyes gleam with glee. The mania of madness. So this man, he's the one behind this entire case.
Toying with people and hurting them like this. What are you trying to accomplish?
Huh?
I've had enough. If you're hurting from your dad being killed, I get that. But is this the only way you can deal with it?
Labrys.
Mitsuru-san's people are risking their lives to try to end this tragedy themselves. They're doing their best to take responsibility for what happened. And I already know that your Ikutsuki guy lied to Mitsuru-san, betrayed them, and...
Shut up, you goddamn puppet! You've never even met him, so enough with your shit! Or what? You gonna lecture me like you're a real person? What a joke.
You bastard!
But don't get the wrong idea now. I already told you that I don't give two shits about Ikutsuki. He used me and threw me away, that asshole. It doesn't matter. See, all you bastards are in my way. Every single living thing is in my way. Every goddamn thing!
He's really pissed off, huh? You poor thing.
What are you talking about? That's just insane!
I'm insane? It's this world that's insane. All this bullshit about the power of friendship and close bonds and whatever. It's a pile of garbage. Trash! Bastards, die! Just go away forever, goddammit! I'll get rid of every last one of you. I'll annihilate you along with this entire world!
My heart hurts. I wonder why. I sense a resonance of plume of dusk from the young man, and it's giving off emotion. Hatred? No. Sadness? He wants the world, but at the same time he rejects it. This intense mixture of solitude with despair and yearning. I felt this.
What? I know this emotion.
Labrys?
He doesn't truly hate the world. What he really feels is... Labrys-san, look out!
Koromaru-san tackles me, and I fall sideways. A giant knife is vibrating on the floor right where I've been standing, only seconds ago.
Don't say another word, you failure. Ugh, what a drag. I'm tired of this. Well, I've already got enough Persona fragments anyway.
Persona fragments? Wait, do you mean...
Persona fragments? Those are the same words General Teddy used earlier. The young man calling himself the mastermind behind all of this. The fakes whose sole purpose was to fight us. The flakes of light emerging from the defeated shadows. All of those now make sense to me. Most likely the rest of us are feeling the same way. Sho was gathering persona fragments by making us fight our doubles. The moment we all reach the conclusion, Sho pulls out a small box, holds it before us.
So it's time to get the real show started. Here's a question for you. What do you think this is?
Is that the remote Akutsuki was using when he controlled Aegis?
No. Stop him!
Too late. Activating the anti-shadow suppression weapon, Labris!
I feel a sudden snap within me. Suddenly, I lose control over my entire body. At the same time, my consciousness begins to fade, as if I'm being painted over by something else. Is that infernal device that took over my body and forced me to hurt the others, just like the other day? Oh, it gnaws at my mechanical body, and all my self-control begins to slip away.
Labris!
Labris!
This is fun! Oh, by the way, I didn't stick a device in it or anything to do this. A weapon is there to be controlled, so, of course, there's a remote control. It's been built into that thing from the very beginning. I told you I'd destroy everything, right? Friendship, what a joke. One push of a button, and it all means nothing!
Sister, please pull yourself together.
I scream internally at myself to stop, but my arm swings my axe, and Aegis sends her flying away.
Aegis!
Now! You just won't die, will ya? That's not good enough! Damn it!
Koromaru-san leaps at Sho and tries to snatch the box away from him. Yukun and his friends follow, but Sho deals with him in a single strike. This boy is strong.
Not one of you's coming to help, huh? You couldn't anyway. My remote controller's more of a remote control her. Kidding! Now, Labris, kill the scion of Kirijo first. You specialize in tearing apart your companions, right?
Sho jumps back to a safe distance, then sends me in order to do that. My legs move against my will and send me towards the crucified Mitsuru-san.
No, I'm not your puppet. I have a heart of my own.
A heart? Like I give a crap. You want me to erase all that too, then?
He manipulates the small box again, with a rakerous laugh. Rockerous. I don't know how to say that. The power restraining me intensifies, and I can feel myself slipping away, against a torrent of commands blasting into my mind. The blade of my axe is against the cross that Mitsuru is bound to.
Stop, please! No! Labris!
Damn it, you son of a bitch! If it's tough for you to hurt your companions, then I'll blast your consciousness into nothing! So hurry up and kill them!
An even more forceful command overtakes me. Mitsuru-san, Yukun, Ken-kun, Yukari-kun, everyone. I try desperately to hold on to my thoughts, but it's mercilessly torn away. I lose all feeling of the weight of my axe in my hands, and my vision begins to waver. I'm gonna destroy those who I hold dear again.
Labris, don't give up! Believe in yourself!
The last thing I see through my fading consciousness is Yukun. I don't want to feel this way ever again. I don't want to give up. I won't. Ooh. And just like that, a sound rings out the darkness. Out, and darkness envelops me. Did my consciousness shut off? No. Even in the darkness, I'm still awake. Whose voice is that? I hear a familiar laugh in the distance. I can't see who it is, but I know that voice.
Buns? A heart? What a lame ass. Just like always.
You're the other me.
That's right. I am you. I'm the you within yourself that you keep a lid on.
I become terribly confused in the darkness. My shadow, the existence that should have melted away, became a part of me when I accepted it. She stands before me, looking exactly the same as she did before.
I don't think you really understand. Well, I'm in a good mood, so I'll make an exception and tell you. Your body is special. You have 2 memory banks. One for yourself, another, a black box that would allow you to absorb the memories of the other Labras units when you killed them and took their name. It was such a surprise. Thanks to that, even after I became one with you, my personality was preserved in it. Oh, this is amazing. It's pounding with the resonations of the plume of dust.
She gazes upwards with an ecstatic expression, then looks at me and seductively licks her lips.
I've been waiting all this time for your will to weaken. And now this body is finally mine!
What?
It's about time you ended this. Believe in your friends? Look where that got you. Am I right? Don't you hate him? Don't you wanna destroy him? Enough of this bullshit about bonds and camaraderie. All you have to do is destroy everything. Put that gigantic axe on your back to use.
Huh? What?
Labras!
Hey, you piece of junk! Can't you follow the simplest order properly?
Follow orders?
That voice.
Kiss my skinny little ass, you punk kid. As if I'd listen to whatever crap you ordered me to do.
Labras?
I can destroy whatever I want. That includes whiny rats like you who try to get in my way and order me around.
Oh my god, this is the perfect time to do this. Hold on 1 second. Let's see, this one. Okay. Just one moment here, everyone. All right. That's better.
You piece of junk! You call me a brat, but you're no different! I mean, what the hell are you?
Can it, brat?
Labras has turned into a really bad girl.
That's Labras' shadow. I thought she had disappeared.
The explosions of emotions has pushed my consciousness back to the surface. The darkness disappears and my vision returns. But still, I can't will my limbs to follow my commands. I'm not in control of myself. The other me is. The emotions running wild within me are out of control. My body won't accept my commands.
Crap! So wiping out the rational mind made its true self show up? Goddamn shitty robot, it's completely useless!
Cut the crap, brat. Come at me. Come, Persona! Asterius!
Seriously? She can even summon that cow monster from before? Wait, did she just call it her persona?
You little... What the hell's going on here?
What'd you expect, Ariadne? That silly little thing isn't worthy of being my partner.
The giant bull Asterius roars. Sho, now facing the full wrath of my shadow's uninhibited rage, urged to kill, draws his sword in an almost annoying sneer.
You better watch out. I'm no ordinary shadow. I'm finally free! Free to wreak as much havoc as I want!
This is gonna be fun.
Final. Fight!
Why, Bob? How about this? How about this? How about this? Try and dodge this.
What's the matter?
Shit! You broke the goddamn remote! What the hell are you, damn it?
Oh, what's wrong, little boy? Don't tell me you're done already. I'm not even close to being satisfied.
Is that the real Labrys?
No. That's her suppressed emotions running wild. That show guy brought this on himself. He couldn't have known something like this would happen with Labrys' memories.
But this is bad.
Yeah. She was already a handful when we all went up against her. This is gonna be even worse now. Damn it.
I guess I should put an end to you now. How do you want it? Ah, yes. You wanted me to tear you apart, didn't you?
You monster. Try it if you can. You're not worth my time, but I don't care anymore. I'll do everything in my power to destroy you!
Stop, Labrys! You've done enough!
Don't do it! He's not worth it!
Out of my way, you bastards. I don't need more of your friendship games from last time.
No! If you're seriously gonna do this, then you've gotta get past us!
What are you doing? It's too dangerous! Get away from her!
I'm sorry, Akihiko-san, but we can't back down from this.
We're Labrys' friends! We could never let her accept this fate!
We're not sticking up for this guy, but we'll never let one of our friends become a murderer!
She put her weapon down.
This is more garbage. Do whatever you want, you idiots.
This place. What's happened to me?
It seems that I have to switch back now. I suppose let's go ahead and do that then. Alas, no more shadow time. Oh well. I have returned. Or maybe I was there the whole time.
You.
I've had enough of this shit. I'm not dealing with it anymore.
Huh? You're giving control of my body back to me?
You're the one who likes playing house.
The darkness returns, and she brusquely turns her back onto me. Silence fills the area for a moment, and then I suddenly realize something. She used a persona a moment ago. It's true that she looked and acted the same as when she was a true shadow. But I can tell. She was I was fighting with the controlled powers of persona just now. It may sound the same, but it's different. That wasn't Shadowrun in Berserk. Because I accepted myself, I was able to attain a persona. Maybe the same could be said about—
You were actually... You did that to help me. Thank you.
Shut up. Just take over for me already. Oh, and...
The other me mutters something. I can't hear what she says, but I can tell what she wanted to say. Yeah, don't worry. You're me and I'm you. You do remember what I feel, huh? She is always sleeping inside me. Even though I had forcibly taken over my body, I feel kind of a relief.
Labrys!
Labrys!
Labrys, are you alright?
I sense myself returning to the real world, as the familiar voices are guiding me back. My vision slowly brightens.
You, Kun? Everyone.
She's back to herself?
Yeah, I remember. My other half saved me. Everyone else brought me back to myself. And with that, I look over towards the young man before me. There's an unmistakable reaction to the plume of dust coming from within him. The plume of dust conveys an intense message to me. Now that I've been reunited with the other me, hidden in the darkness of my mind, I know for certain what it's conveying.
You're actually lonely deep down, aren't you? You don't like being alone.
Labrys? Now what? Are you even more broken now? You think I'm lonely? If you're that mixed up, maybe destroying you would be doing you a favor.
I was like you once. You just haven't realized what's in your heart. It's 'cause no one ever accepted you for who you are.
Huh? Labrys, what are you saying? That guy...
I know, but I understand his feelings too. He was raised by this Akutsuki guy, but when Akutsuki died, he was just thrown out into the world. You can't bear to live in this world, so you want to tear it down around you. But isn't that just something you're telling yourself? Even I found a home with Mitsuru-san and them. If you just opened up your heart, you could live in this world. You could have friends.
Shut up. Shut up, shut up, shut up! What the hell are you yapping about, you stupid puppet?
His fit of anger cuts off suddenly, and he feels unnaturally silent. Did he faint? We look around at each other in confusion when his dropping head slowly rises, his crimson eyes staring fixedly at us.
What is this? My legs!
I can't... not this power again! Damn it! This can't be...
This power...
I can't move. And it's not just me this time. Everybody seems to be held in place due to some power. The young man slowly and calmly looks over all of us. His eyes and the cross-shared scar between them gleam red, like a slightly burning flame.
Stop putting useless ideas in his head. Do you intend to destroy him?
You're...
Allow me to reintroduce myself. I am Minazuki. Sho Minazuki. I am the one who will grant this boy his wish.
What happened to this guy? He seems completely different now.
Wait, I sense the plume of dusk. Who are you?
I have no need to explain. This boy yearned for me, and I awakened within him. That is all.
A moment ago, the young man had been increasingly agitated, shouting like a child having a temper tantrum. All of a sudden, he's calm and speaks with a measured tone.
Whatever you're doing to us, is this another of your powers?
Oh, don't get me wrong. This power doesn't belong to me. I'm only borrowing it.
Borrowing?
The place is shaking. This isn't good.
The building's creaking.
It's about time everything was ready. This is all thanks to you, so thank you. I have gathered enough persona fragments.
What was all this fighting for? What are you going to do?
It's simple. I borrowed power to envelop this town in red fog and make you fight against your fakes. It was all to carve off of your personas.
Huh? Carving our personas?
That's right. Our bait truly came in handy. All that's left is to awaken that thing.
So it's like we thought. This town feels like it's in the dark hour. And there's a tower similar to Tartarus. You're going to try to awaken death. Just like Yakutski!
Ah, not precisely. What I'm trying to awaken is not the same thing you fought against. I will grant this boy his wish and create his world.
This boy, his world. He speaks as if he's talking about someone else. The way he's speaking and staring at us is completely different from the way he'd only been a moment ago. As if he's now a completely different person. Wait, a different person? Could it be?
Damn it. If only I could move.
I'll be going now. There are still some finishing touches that must be made. You are free to come after me, but your missing friends are in danger. It would be wiser to go and rescue them.
The young man who called himself Minazuki leaps away with unhuman agility. Landing in front of the giant door, after glancing back at us, he turns away and calmly leaves the room. At that moment, the mysterious power that kept us frozen stops, and we finally regain control of our bodies.
Wait!
I call out in a fruitless attempt to pursue him before another presence shows up on my radar. It's not one of my friends. It's...
Yukiko? No, that's a fake Yukiko-san.
Hey, yeah. It's not just her. What have Rise and Naoto been up to? Minazuki just said that they're in danger.
Before you worry about that, you have to deal with me. Now, bring on the ring!
When the fake rises its arm, the unusual red pillars descend and form barriers around us. No, I won't be able to pursue Minazuki now. He also said that that our friends are in danger. Mitsuru-san is still on the cross, and Yukun and his friends are wounded. We have no idea what kind of problems Naoto-kun and the others aren't here are facing right now either. In any case, we have to hurry after Shokun as soon as possible, rescue the others, and put this case to a rest. I pull my axe from my back and turn around in reaction to Kuromara-san's back. I found a place for myself among the shadow operatives. They're my comrades, and they feel the same for me as I do for them. They line up beside me. That's right, I'm not alone anymore. Oh my god. There's so many options. But obviously I'm gonna choose Lapras because, yeah.
Final!
With this victory, my support is concluded.
We don't even give the fallen shadow a second glance as we rush where Mitsuru-san was hanging on the cross. The sturdy logs give us some trouble, but we finally manage to get Mitsuru-san down, and the atmosphere among us has become more cheerful. Though Mitsuru-san was quite disabled, she quickly regains consciousness.
Lapras. Everyone.
Mitsuru-san looks relieved for a moment after seeing our faces, but she seems to have quickly reached an understanding. Her expression quickly turns meek as she apologizes to us.
I'm sorry. My judgment was flawed. I'm responsible for all of this.
Geez, there you go again with that stuff. Still, I'm really glad you're okay.
Thank you. It's all thanks to you.
Oh, Fuka's safe too. She's headed this way from somewhere else right now, though.
I see you managed to find Yukari-san, Junpei-san.
Hey, Ken? Man, you've grown. I mean, of course I did. It's all going according to plan.
But I heard that you fell asleep on your train and ended up here by accident.
You never change, do you?
It seems the auxiliary staff like Yukari-san haven't seen Mitsuru-san and Akiko-san in a while, so they have sentimental expressions as they greet each other. The stiff look on Mitsuru-san's face slowly begins to melt away. I was worried about Yukun and his friends after they were hurt, but they seem to be recovering as well. I'm so glad. Yukun and the others approach me.
Labrys! I'm so glad you came. I thought we were done for.
I thought you turned into your shadow for a moment back there. What was that all about?
I don't know, but I guess my shadow's been within me all this time, watching everything I've seen. And I think she's changing, too, even if only little by little. And it was all of you who brought me back.
You really did help us. Thank you.
As I'm conversing with everyone from Inaba, I hear some distinctive footsteps. I look towards them and see the two shapes running in from beyond the fog. It's Fuka-san and Teddy. It'll be reassuring to have Fuka-san with us, since she's great at supporting us in the intel front. I bet Teddy will help us too, saying things like he's my knight. I can't help but smile when I hear the voices calling to me.
Labby-chan! Thank goodness! I was so worried about you!
Labrys, you came to save us, right? Thank you. Whoa, he really is a talking costume. You're not General Teddy, right?
Of course I'm not! Look at my fur! It's completely different! It's 100% genuine teddy fur!
Koromaru-san says that his is 100% genuine dog fur.
Oh my god. Yeah, you're right.
Well, yeah. I mean, he's a dog.
Hey, what kind of fur is your coat made of, Mitsuru-san?
This? Kikuno bought this coat, so... No, let us save the discussion of fur for later.
Mitsuru-san walks towards Yukun and his friends. Seeing the leaders of the Shadow Operatives and the investigation team together like this makes me proud. These two people saved me, gave me a place to belong. I want to fight for these people, and that will help me get stronger. Having friends and comrades is truly wonderful. That's what I think.
Narukami, I must thank you. It seems we're once again indebted to you.
No, I have to apologize for breaking my promise to you. Your people have helped us out too.
That's fine. You helped me remember something important.
We did?
That's right. Trying to keep danger and death at a distance only results in putting life at a remove as well. I knew this when I established the Shadow Operatives, but it seems that I became too focused on thinking only about the present.
Mitsuru-san.
Allow me to ask for your help now, Narukami. I'd like you and your friends to cooperate with us. We need your assistance to solve this case.
Do I really need to answer that? Of course we'll protect Inaba.
Yukun looks straight into Mitsuru-san's eyes as he answers. Seeing his sincere resolve, Mitsuru-san nods cheerfully. Yukun's friends are all smiling too, as if they're agreeing to gladly take on anything that comes their way.
By the way, why don't we all compare what we know about the situation?
Oh, you're on the ball, Ken. I was just about to suggest that myself. Yep.
Yeah, right. You're just trying to claim his idea. I mean, seriously, how lame do you have to be to try and steal credit from someone so much younger?
We each describe what we've experienced up until this point. Once we have a grasp of that, the topic for conversations obviously shifts to Sho Minazuki.
Who in the world is that show kid? Didn't he say something about Akutsuki being his dad?
That young man stated that he was the mastermind behind this recent events here at Inaba. He also said that he's Shuji Akutsuki's son. The file I was given by Kikuno-san clearly said that Ikutsuki-san had no family.
Well, presumably he had a life before he was the chairman of Gekukan High. Couldn't he have had a child during that time?
No, Ikutsuki had no family, let alone a child. The only things on his mind were his experiments and the fall.
Yeesh, so he was a mad scientist? Oh, don't tell me he was doing human experiments too.
Yes, he gathered orphans from different areas and performed inhumane research on them to try to artificially induce their personas.
Whoa, seriously? That's messed up.
Even after Ergo Research was disbanded, it seems Ikutsuki stole the research data and continued performing such experiments personally. One of those test subjects was named Sho Minazuki. The records state that he was the youngest of the test subjects.
An orphan, huh? Did Ikutsuki adopt him?
No, Sho Minazuki was nothing more than a favorite subject to Ikutsuki.
Test subject? But he's a person! How could he do such a horrible thing?
The Kirijo group of the time was an evil place, suffused with his arrogance. It isn't hard to imagine how he was treated with Ikutsuki in charge. Minazuki was raised in a solitary environment, never interacting with anyone. I suspect his experiences from that time greatly affected the development of Minazuki's current personality.
So that's why he said Akutsuki was his dad. And he told bad jokes like Akutsuki too. Hey, that reminds me. In the middle there, he suddenly seemed like a different person. What was that all about?
We'd all noticed that. It was so sudden how his personalities just switched. That red-haired boy could have split personalities. But the presence that I felt was bothering me a bit.
Mitsuru-san, when he reintroduced himself as Minazuki, I sensed some kind of resonation with my plume of dusk. What could that mean?
There is no information on that. The same goes for the power he had when his eyes turned red. Perhaps they are a result of Ikutsuki's experimentation. The entirety of the report has not been deciphered, but Ikutsuki's data does mention Minazuki's name and the plume of dusk. Kikuno's decoding it now.
Oh, I have it too. Kikuno-san entrusted me with it because it was an emergency.
Ah, that's fine. Either way, I was intending to share it with all of you once the report had been completely deciphered.
Shuji Ikutsuki, the man who performed a countless number of inhumane experiments at the former Ergo Research, who used Mitsuru-san and the others while we were serving as the chairman of Gekukan High School, and who schemed to destroy the world. He was serving as, my bad. I can easily imagine how many victims his experiments may have created. I myself am a result of a similar process after all. So, Shokun is another one of these victims.
Hey, when he got all cold and called himself Minazuki, he said that he wasn't after revenge for Ikutsuki, right?
Correct. Based on what he said, it seems this Minazuki set this situation in motion to grant the hot-headed boy his wish for immense solitude.
And then he was talking about persona fragments.
Yeah, that's right. He said that he covered the town in this red fog and was carving our personas by making us fight in it. The sense of fatigue we felt when we were on those crosses is most likely part of that same plan. Looks like we completely fell for it.
But he said that he'd gathered enough fragments of our personas, didn't he? Then...
Yes, he's most likely completed that step of the plan.
What was that part about awakening something? I mean, I can guess that it's going to be pretty dangerous, but what's he trying to call down?
I know nothing about that, but if it's similar to what we encountered at Tartarus, it's nothing welcome.
Persona fragments, huh? What in the world is he planning on using them for?
Is this all part of what he wants? We fall silent, full of impatience and uncertainty. On top of all that, the second personality gave us a word of caution as he was leaving. We need to make sure everybody's safe as quickly as possible.
Oh, that reminds me. Yukiko and the others!
That's right! That Minazuki guy said that Yuki-chan and the people with her are in danger!
Naoto-san and Kanji-san said that they were going to Junes. According to Junpei-san, supposedly Yukiko-san and Rise-san were at the same location.
Huh? Oh, right. But those two said they were gonna go look for Kanji and the others, so I don't think they're still there. They could miss each other.
Yes, I'm concerned about them as well. Let's split into 2 teams. One heads to the top of the tower, while the other searches for Narukami's friends. Yamagishi, perform a search and try to locate them as best you can.
Understood. I don't know how well it'll go, but I'll try searching for everyone.
We're counting on you.
Persona.
Fukasan closes her eyes and concentrates on summoning Persona to search the surrounding area. Then again, this red fog seems to be able to block some search abilities, a little bit like making Teddy sneeze when we tried to use his king's nose. So there's no knowing how well this will go.
There's so much interference. The fog might be getting thicker. Oh! I have 2 readings near Junes. That may be Kanji-kun and Naoto-kun. They seem to be moving towards Junes. And I found another 2 readings in town on the move together.
Do you think that's Yukiko and Rise? Oh, I'm so worried. Oh, what the?
The entire room shudders immensely, and the building creaks. The one calling himself Minazuki is undoubtedly close to accomplishing his goal. Whatever it is, there isn't much time left to us.
We must hurry. Yukari, Iori, Amada, and Koromaru, you're the least wounded. You pursue Minazuki.
Right!
I will go with Akihiko and Aigis to rescue Narukami's friends.
Understood.
Yamagishi, you remain here and back us up. Narukami's group, you're all too exhausted. I ask that you remain here and regain your strength.
I'll do everything I can to assist you.
Whoa, seriously? Will?
No, we should stay here. Fukasan needs someone to protect her as well.
Hey, what about me? I'm perfect!
Mitsuru-san, Teddy's got a great nose, so I think he'll at least be of some use. Please let him help you find our friends.
Some use? How rude! I'm totally useful. My babe Dar is up and running.
I see. That's promising. Well then, you can assist us, Teddy.
Mitsuru-san, the school and this town have both turned into labyrinths. It would be unproductive for us to search the town all in one group.
Yeah, Aegis is right. If we're all caught together again, things will get worse. Let's split into 2 teams to search faster.
All right, I can provide some guidance as well. Aigis and Teddy, you partner up. Akihiko and I will go together. Once you meet with Narukami's friends, head for Junes. We'll regroup there and secure the area.
Ooh, I get to be alone with Ai-chan? Their bodies were artificial, but their love was real. Okay, I'm in.
I can tell that Mitsuru-san's leadership and quick decision-making have given everyone some morale boost. Of course, her strength stems from her deep care for her friends and comrades. All our anxiety and patience disappears as if it had never existed, and we're all filled with a renewed determination. We all wish to protect this world. Mitsuru-san approaches me.
Lapras, I should ask you this now. What do you think about that young man, Sho Minazuki?
Well, I know we can't let him destroy the world and all, but I think he's the same as me. I want to see him one more time and try to talk to him. Just like you all saved me, I want to save Sho.
Ever since I was born, I was always alone, knowing nothing of love, trust, or interpersonal bonds. I was taught only how to fight, and I never considered the possibility of befriending anyone. That young man, Sho Minazuki, is exactly how I once was. That's right. And if the case, I should be able to save Shokun the same way I was saved.
Very well. I want you to pursue Minazuki as well. I'm counting on you, Lapras.
Okay.
With each of us given a duty to perform, we promise to reunite once the case has been solved and rush from the moon. The occasional tremors causing the buildings to rumble ominously, becoming more and more frequent, as if giving up an audible countdown to the end of the world. You know, it's funny that I said I don't want the video to drag on very long, but that was insanely long. So, we've still got quite a bit, as you can see, but we're more than halfway there, so we'll get there eventually. But yeah, everyone, if you all enjoyed this video, please do consider liking and subscribing and leaving a comment down below for me. And as always, everyone, I hope that you all have an amazing day, and I will see you all again soon. And until then, goodbye for now.